Mince might be an everyday favourite ingredient, but it doesn't have to make everyday food. It's all about the flavours you add to it. So I've got 3 different types of mince, but I'm going to do mince 5 ways. First of all, in here, I've got some garlic, chilli and ginger, and I'm popping in some kaffir lime leaves and some chicken mince. And this is going to be chicken larb. Now, larb is a Southeast Asian dish. Different countries do it slightly differently, but it's always got minced meat of some sort in it. I'm using chicken, you could use pork. Well, you could use anything really. So just like when you're making spaghetti bolognese, you want to break up your mince. Over here I've used some similar ingredients, but onion as well. So chilli, ginger, garlic and onion. And then I've really browned off my beef mince. So once again, a bit like savoury mince, but with a bit more flavour. That's now cooked through. So I'm going to add some pine nuts to give it a little bit of different texture and make it look pretty. And I've got a little bit of soy sauce. We're loving that Asian feel. And some sherry. Now it's just a matter of that all coming together. We're going to pop that in some lettuce leaves. So back here I need to keep stirring my chicken because if I don't, it's going to go lumpy. So as I said, just like when you do your good old spaghetti bolognese. I've softened some rice noodles already in boiling water because this chicken larb is going to go over that. So just while we're doing that, we'll let that cook a little bit more. I've got some lamb mince. So over here, this is a great one for the kids. Lamb mince, grated carrot, getting some extra veggies into them, an onion, an egg and some parsley, or you could put in coriander. So I've split that. Now for a grown-up canapé, I've got some ground coriander, get that all in, and some ground cumin. So before I mix that up, the thing to do, you might want to chill your mince and your patties before you cook them, but I'm actually not going to do that. So I'm going to do these as little tiny ones. And when you want to make patties, wet hands, that's the tip. Wet hands. And we're just going to do some little patties like this. Bring this over here. So I've got the big kids hamburger there, and here a little bit more oil. Here's some little ones that'll be lovely for an adult's cocktail party. I need to come back to my chicken larb. So you really always want to cook mince all the way through because there's so many cut surface areas. Now turn the heat off and I'm going to pop in some fish sauce. Not all of this. This is the salt part of the dish. And if you cook it out, you lose the intensity. So that's why I've turned the flame off. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's see how these are going. So, oh, there's my hamburger patty. Here's my little smart adult ones with Middle Eastern flavours. They just need to cook a little bit longer. Okay, I might finish off my larb, I think. Now, I do need to taste it. If you don't taste your food, how do you know what it tastes like? Now, just to make it easier, we're going to put this over the noodles. So they've just been softened in boiling water and drained off. Now, that's not all there is to the larb. I cooked my onion there. This time, we've got some lovely red onion to go over the top. And part of this is about texture and flavour. And I love the freshness of raw ingredients. And then I've got some coriander leaves and some basil leaves. And that is dish number 1 done. Now let's come over here and let's have a look at our beef. So, beautiful heart of cos lettuce. And all we're going to do now is serve this in a way, it's a little bit like sang choy bao. So you can just wrap it up. The kids will love it. So this is just a really smart little finger food item. Kids love eating with their hands as well. The other thing you can do with that, to do this a different way, is to blanch the outside of iceberg lettuce in boiling water, cold water, roll it up and make little parcels and then steam it, and you've got a hot dish. So that's 2 ways to go with your beef mince. Okay, so now let's finish up our lamb mince. So we've got 2 ways with this. We have got some toasted pita bread or toasted pide bread, which is Turkish. Middle Eastern flavours, so I want to be consistent. Some beetroot, some rocket, and here's some tzatziki. Now all that remains to be done is to plate up. So, there's a burger. Here's a little one. But the finishing touch, of course, is a little bit of the tzatziki. For finger food, I wouldn't put beetroot on because really you don't want people dropping it down their fronts, but it's a great thing to have at home. Just a little bit of rocket, another little piece there. Here's our other piece here. And there you've got 2 different ways with lamb. So mince need never be boring again.